Hey everyone, welcome back. Today I want to show you how I use Spitfire Audio Labs series of plugins to create ambient music. For this example, I'm going to be using my own song, Perfect. This is my last single. You can check it out in the link in the description. So, if you haven't heard about Spitfire Audio, they are one of the best companies out there who sell plugins for mainly they make samples for orchestral sounds. They have some of the best orchestral sounds, some of the best string libraries. And this line that they have, it's called Labs. And they are free, which I think is amazing. They offer great value, and I honestly can't believe how these plugins are free. The one I'm using here the most is Tundra Atmos. I think it's really cool. It's one of their more experimental libraries. They capture sounds from a forest and a volcanic land in Iceland. It's pretty amazing. So I'm going to show you how I'm using it in my session. So let's see. I'm going to show you the intro, and then I'm going to show you what I'm doing with the Labs plugin track by track. So let's have a listen. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what the first Labs instance is doing. So for this one, I'm using, as I told you before, Tundra Atmos. And by itself, this is what it sounds like. Very nice. As you can see, this is just one MIDI note. I'm simply holding an A2. And the way these atmospheric libraries work is that they have different very long recordings of ambient sounds mapped to each key of your MIDI keyboard. So I have my keyboard right here. And for example, I can start playing different notes. And different notes are going to have different recordings, in this case of completely different environments. So for example, that's one. That one sounds more like water. That's probably one of those near silent environments that they were talking about. You can use more than one at the same time. And then I'm going to add another one on top of that. And those subtle nature sounds really add this very rich texture to your track. The way I'm using it is I just shows different recordings that sounded that I thought sounded nice for the different sections of my song. So for my intro, I'm using this one. And then when the verse starts, I'm changing to this one. Has a little more low end. I think this one's for the chorus. That one's more like water flowing. And for the bridge, I think it's this one. I'm using, I think it sounds more like footsteps on snow. Yeah. I don't know, that's what it sounds like to me. So I'm gonna let you hear this section right here, so you can listen to the change of the nature sounds between these three MIDI notes. I think it sounds very nice. It goes from this nature sound in the verse to this more, a little more obscure, more low end, just general ambient sound. And then for the chorus, you just get this beautiful recording of water flowing. I don't know, that's what the different sections of the song sounded like to me. So I'm using different Labs instruments for different parts. So at the beginning of the song, you hear a pad or some kind of keyboard, and that's a Labs instrument too. This is what it sounds like by itself. It's a very pretty instrument. It's from their modular pianos collection. And as you can see, I have a bunch of their instruments. This one has very little processing. I'm just using an EQ, I think, because the original one had a little bit too much high end and it was a little too harsh. I wanted it to sound more mellow, more like a synth pad. If you're wearing headphones or you're listening on studio speakers, you can hear that extra high end that it's a little bit annoying. I'm also using another Labs instrument towards the end of the song. This one is, I think it's a piano. It's another pad, so this is what it sounds like. Very beautiful. This is from their synth pads collection. As you can see, I'm using synth pad number 1. I just listened to the first one and I liked it and I used that one. They all sound pretty amazing. I'm pretty sure you're gonna find something that's gonna work for your track. And where else do I have another Labs instance? I have, oh, 2 more. So I have this one here. Oh, no, never mind. That's another synth. This one is a Labs instance. And they do have some really nice reverbs included. But for this one, I just wanted a huge reverb, and the one that was included with Labs was not cutting it. So I'm using a Valhalla Shimmer. but they do have very, very usable, very nice reverbs just by itself. And lastly, I'm using soft piano. So you can see I'm using the reverb that comes with the plugin because it sounds really, really nice. And I'm just cutting some low end and some low mids to clean it up a little bit. And this is my favorite piano VST, and it's free. It sounds really nice. It has this like upright piano, very mellow. Has a very nice sound to it. This is definitely my favorite piano VST. It sounds really nice. And they have all sorts of instruments. I would encourage you to scroll through their website and really try them out. Just, you need an account and you're gonna have to download their software. It's like Steam, but for plugins, and it's actually really cool. So yeah, try them out. They have some of the best free strings, actually. These are the strings that I use half of the time. They're really cool. And that's it. That's how I use Labs from Spitfire Audio for my last song. I'm gonna make a couple more videos about how I put together this track. And I think I'm gonna be talking a bit more about Labs and how I use it more efficiently in future videos. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a like, consider subscribing. It helps a lot. And again, if you want to listen to the full track, the link is in the description. And that's it. Bye.